judge somebody favorably and then they prove you wrong, and they prove you wrong again and again? Like, at what point are you allowed to say, okay, I'm no longer giving this person the benefit of the doubt anymore?
Bingo, bingo. So Marcia's taken it out of the realm of how important the thing is to who the person is. And that's the principle that the Talmud tells us. If you have somebody who is a very, very righteous person, you know them to be very, very righteous, then judge them favorably no matter what. Even if everything looks against them, there's a rationale, there's a reason. Hitler, Yamach Shemo, Ahmadinejad, no matter how much they make an excuse, you know them to be evil people, always judge them negatively, the Talmud says. Don't be stupid. These people have other intentions. The law of judging someone favorably has to do with what's called Beinoni, average people. People that are basically good. And now the scales look 51% towards bad and 49% towards good. There's where it's a commandment to see the positive. When the person, time and time again, has proved to be not a good person, there's no obligation to see the positive. That's being naive. So the simple answer is someone who's the middle of the road, judge them favorably when it's not 99.9% negative. When it's a little bit towards the negative, you should tilt it towards the positive. When the person in your case has now proven he's in the negative camp consistently, then there's no mitzvah, there's no commandment or obligation to judge him favorably. That would be naive.
Is it like some people? Like, you know,
right.
I can see some good, but like this person just keeps not doing right by me.
Okay, I'm gonna handle that more in depth in 1 second. Let me get it in 1 second, because what I said now was the simple answer to Talmud. I want to claim something much different now. I want to claim what the sages tell us is a deeper level of judging favorably, which is bizarre. And there, the simple obligation is no, just word slightly. But I want to claim that there's a way to judge everyone favorably, all your friends. Let's see how that works. Okay. So to do that, I want to pass out a little source to the top. So everyone just pass around a little bit. You may have to look on two on one. I think we have enough copies here. So if you are together with, try to look on 2 on 1s, that we will have enough.
Anybody need? Who needs?
I do.
Huh?
Okay, so now I wanted as follows. I mentioned one of the times before, this is what's called an Agadah. An Agadah is, they call it legends of the Talmud. It's not that. It's very, very deep stories, but you have to uncover them by getting questions, and more questions, okay? Let me tell you this bizarre story from the Talmud. It's a very bizarre story, again, but it won't make sense on the surface. Your job then, we'll break up into little groups, is to get as many questions as you can. That's the Jewish way. Look at this crazy story to tell. The story is as follows. The story is, I will say it out first, more or less what the paper says, and then afterwards you'll read the exact words. This story is about a rabbi named Rabbi Elazar ben Shimon. Elazar ben Shimon. He was a great, great rabbi. And the Talmud says that he was coming back from his rabbi's home in Migdal Gador. This place, Migdal Gador. He was coming from Migdal Gador from his rabbi's home, and he had learned a lot of wisdom by his rabbi. He learned a lot of wisdom. And it says there that he was riding on his donkey, strolling along the riverbanks. And feeling pretty good? Feeling good? He had learned a lot. He mastered so many things from his rabbi at Migdal Gador. And as he was feeling proud and good, all of a sudden, Guy comes over to him and says, "Hey, Rabbi, how's it going? High five, Rabbi." Rabbi looks at him and says, "Ooh, you are ugly. Ooh, sir, you are very, very ugly. Tell me, sir, is everyone in your town as ugly as you?"
You like?
The man says to him, "I don't know, Rabbi. Why don't you go and tell the craftsman who made me that he makes ugly things?" The rabbi says, "Oh my gosh, I've sinned." He gets off his donkey and he starts chasing after the man. And he says, "Forgive me." The guy says, I'm not going to forgive you until you go to the one who made, the craftsman who made me, and tell him he makes ugly things. The rabbi says, "Please, I'm sorry. No." Now, as the rabbi is chasing after this man, this ugly man is chasing after him, he starts coming towards his old hometown. And what happens is the people of his old hometown come out to greet the great rabbi. And they say, "Peace be upon thee, oh great rabbi, oh great rabbi, oh teacher, oh teacher." And the ugly man says, "Who are you guys talking to?" And they say, "To that great rabbi." Is it that guy? He's a bum! That guy? He's a great rabbi? What's so great about him? He's terrible. I said, "Why do you say that?" He said, "He called me ugly." He called me ugly. What do you... The people say, "Please forgive the rabbi." I said, "No, I said forgive him. Forgive him because he's a great Torah scholar." He thinks about it, he says, "Okay, for you guys, I will forgive him. For you guys. As long as he doesn't repeat this behavior again, I will forgive him." At that point, Elazar ben Shimon came into the study hall and taught the following lesson. The lesson was, a person should always be soft as a reed and not hard like the cedar tree. End of story. Okay, your job now is to find out what about that story makes no sense, besides for all of it. Because it all makes no sense. Okay? So take 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes in your little groups here, and try to see if we can pull out the questions here, and then once we do that, we'll be able to explain hopefully everything. Let's take a few minutes now and read the text together, talk about it, and then we'll put it together.